hope you're all well. Now, I always get asked what my favourite foundations are. So today I'm going to talk you through my top 5 high street foundations. So first of all, I'm going for the L'Oreal Paris Mattifying Foundation. I've got this in 20 Sand. It's just a really lovely, smooth texture. So this is how the Infallible matte foundation from L'Oreal Paris looks on my skin. As you can see, it's a really matte finish. If you've got very dry skin, I wouldn't use this foundation, but it's almost, I think, like a tinted moisturiser, but like a matte version of one. So it gives you coverage, but it's not too heavy. So this one is definitely for if you've got really oily skin, because it does make any skin matte, and it made my skin matte, and honestly, I've got the oiliest skin going, so it is really good. So that's £7.99, and I think it's a great buy. Next up, now I really love this foundation. It's the Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation. It really is, hence the name, a velvety texture. It's really lovely. Now I've got this in 21 Nude. What's great about this foundation is it's mattifying, but it's hydrating at the same time. So that's a Dream Velvet Maybelline foundation, 21 Nude. And I think that's similar to the L'Oreal Paris Infallible matte foundation, but it's just not as matte. But it's good coverage, it's not too heavy, and that's being put on without any concealer or anything. With this foundation, I would definitely use this if you kind of got almost like combination skin, because it's mattifying, but it's hydrating at the same time. So it's not a full-on matte effect. It kind of gives you a little bit of dewiness, but obviously if you've got oily skin, it will matte it down, but still give you that healthy glow that everyone's going for at the moment. It is a good coverage as well, and it really feels lovely too. It doesn't feel like you've got a heavy foundation on at all. The Dream Velvet Maybelline foundation is £7.99, so it's a really affordable price. Next up, we've got the L'Oreal Paris Lumi Magique Light Infusing Foundation. This foundation is really lovely if you've got dry skin, because it just glides on your skin and just gives you a really lovely dew effect. But it's also a foundation that if you've got quite good skin, it's good to use because it's not a heavy foundation. I think you can see compared to the other two, it's definitely got that kind of illuminating effect. It's really catching the light nicely. But yeah, it's definitely a dewier effect. So if you want a foundation that's almost like heavier than a tinted moisturiser, I would use the Lumi Magique from L'Oreal Paris. But for me, it's just a little bit too light. I like a bit of a heavier coverage because I've got scars and all sorts that I'm trying to cover up. So this foundation is definitely one for people who've got almost flawless skin, so you don't need such a heavy coverage, and for people who don't have oily skin, because it will really give you that kind of inner glow that everyone's dying to get at the moment. So it's £10.99, so it's a little bit more expensive, but it is a lovely foundation. So I've got from Max Factor a Skin Luminizer foundation in 75 Golden. This foundation is really lovely, but it's if you want a heavier coverage. It really captures the light for a healthy looking glow, but it's a bit of a creamier, heavier formula than the other foundations. Again, you can see this is really light reflecting, you kind of got that dew effect on your skin. I've said in the past, because I've had acne, I've got very oily skin, I'm very particular about my foundations, and this one's really lovely. It really sits nicely on your skin and it really reflects the light well, so you're getting that lovely dew effect, and it's got a lovely, lovely coverage. So the Max Factor Skin Luminizer, that is, you know, £11.99, so it's a little bit more expensive, but I think that's a really kind of quality foundation that I would use daily. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I love the Rimmel London Wake Me Up foundation in soft beige. I stumbled across this one day when I didn't have my kind of more expensive NARS foundation, and I love this. So I've got that in soft beige, and it is just lovely. It really does glide on your skin well. It really smells lovely, that foundation too. I've got to say. I think that's the best fragrance one out of the 5. It gives you that flawless complexion, which I've got to say is really important to someone like me, who I've got all sorts of little scars and, you know, blemish scars. I've got scars from when my mum shoved a ski pole on my face skiing last year. So I've got all these things going on my face. So for me, I do like a slightly heavier coverage. It gives you that dewy kind of light reflective look. But I've got very oily skin. It's not too oily at all. Definitely covers up those blemishes that I was talking about earlier, so I'm pleased with that. I would say it's good for combination skin, but also for dry and also oily skin. I've got oily skin. It's not too dewy that it's going to make you look greasy. And the Wake Me Up Rimmel foundation is £8.99, so again, they're such reasonable prices. But with all these foundations, definitely have a rummage around so that you find your right colour, because they do vary in each of the makes. So you might be like 21 nude in one Max Factor foundation, but then another Max Factor foundation, you'll be a colour completely different. So look out for that. Don't just think, oh, I must be that colour in that foundation, because you're not. It is actually a minefield out there. So hopefully you'll find this video quite useful, because there's so many different types of foundations with different brands. It is actually quite a task getting the good ones. So there you have my 5 top foundations, which are really affordable and give you a beautiful, flawless complexion. I hope you've enjoyed my video, and if you have, please click like and subscribe to my channel, CarlaMarieMakeup, where you can check out all my hair and makeup videos, and you can also follow me on Twitter @CarlaBates1. See you soon.